Yes, people. Welcome to BAJANREDS TV. Match reaction time. It's your boy Barnes, Crab and Pops. Angel may join us. Angel has just pulled up like David Copperfield, so we'll see how that rolls. But big up to you all, everybody in the chat. Love. Make sure you smash them likes, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. All right, enough of the formalities. Crab, Pops, what's going on, fellas?
Good, man. Nice weekend. Sun is shining. The birds are singing. And
the cold coming. The cold coming, bro. The cold coming.
Don't say it, man. Don't say it.
Bro,
winter's coming. God bless Game of Thrones.
I think it's Thursday. I think Thursday drop into like 2 degrees overnight.
I like it like that. I go open the windows.
I need to put my winter tires on my car, no lie.
Nah, with the tires too early, bro. End of October. You good. You good, man. You got all season tires on them bad boys. You good.
I gotta set that appointment up. Pops, what are you saying, brother?
Dr. Pops, PhD, MD. What's going on?
Yeah, man. Y'all sent all the rain down, eh? It was pouring. Thunder and lightning, all kind of thing, man.
Oh, yeah? I guess you can handle some of that because you guys have still been crazy hot.
Man, I want to hear no complaint from Pops. You live in a tropical island, my man. Stop it. Okay? Stop it. Okay? Beautiful tropical island. Okay? Handle the rain. Handle the rain.
Big up to everybody in the chat. Ottoman Turret, get the show going. We here, man. We here.
Big up, Ottoman.
Up to Sideline. Make sure you smash. Go to Sideline's channel. Subscribe to that channel. Dakota, put his channel in the chat. Big up to the producer or Mrs. Producer. Big up Craig.
Craig, bless.
Big up Red for Life. Big up Revenite.
Chee. Lone Summer on the Hill. Big up Revenite.
Oh, man. What a weekend of football, huh?
Weird weekend, boy. Weird weekend.
Some crazy results. We can chop all them up tomorrow on the weekend review show, but we gotta talk about a whole bunch of them games. And you know me, big up to Dustin. I see it in the chat.
Dustin. Arsenal
fans get on. Arsenal team get on like they're flipping well win Premier League this weekend by beating freaking Southampton in the last minute.
We deal with that.
Flipping well shows what was our situation. Then, man. Well, anyway, enough of that.
Havertz out for a little bit. I think he get injured.
We deal with them tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll deal with them. Listen to Dr. Pops. We'll deal with them tomorrow.
Yeah. The doctor can deal with them. He got the medicine.
Let me get into our game. Liverpool 1, Palace 0.
Honestly, got the news.
Honestly, got the news. I read about this today. LFC close to agreeing a new deal for Konate and Kwanzaa with Trent, VVD, and Salah, and the impasse talks are still going on. Apparently, they're amping up the talks with the three boys to get those deals done. We'll see what happens there, man. Chelsea fans are copium man for laughing at our Forest loss. Right? Yeah.
Forest hold them at 10 men too.
What? Red for Life? Got bantered by some city smug ass supporter at the Butcher this morning. You guys still top of the league up by 1 point. He said, yeah. Hey, Lucy.
Hi.
Hey, Lucy.
Red for Life, you should have told him, man, wait. And when a man still up for 115 charges, I left it
130. 130.
Oh, it gone up now?
Yeah.
They can talk all the while, man. They're still looking up at we looking down.
And then get rid of Fulham, but we can talk about that there tomorrow. We can talk about that tomorrow. Oh, my prediction was nearly close. I nearly had it.
The crab catching up, just so y'all know the crab coming.
Crab had a good week, boy, Pops. Crab had a good week, Pops.
Yeah. I come in for Pops, man. I come in for Pops.
You gotta come Pops and me.
Nah, the closest to me is Angel, so I can pass he first.
Yeah. Pops, I think Pops only got 1 point lead on me. No, after this weekend, but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll talk about what tomorrow.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. But yeah, let me get into this game. We'll read out the stats here, and then we can chop this up. 68% possession for Liverpool. 4 big chances created, 16 total shots, 5 keeper saves, 8 corners for us, 15 fouls, 642 passes. That's probably our highest output for the whole year.
Jeez.
We've been in the 400s to 500 range. 13 tackles, 7 free kicks we had for us, 15 against us. We had 2 yellow cards. Palace had 4. Palace only had 300 passes. I didn't watch the game a second time yet, like I typically do. Pops, I don't know if you've had the opportunity to do that yet. You did?
Yeah,
you watch it again? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Big up, Mr. Andrew.
Hello.
How you doing, brother?
Woke up.
Colombian magician, big up yourself.
You woke up? Okay. I'm glad you woke up.
I'm not glad. I was all cuddled up, holding on to some Jamaican cheeks and stuff. And I'm here.
Ah, Jesus Lord. It's all good, brother. Sometimes you gotta let go of the cheeks.
No.
Dustin got a question. Is it just me or Sabazole played on the right and deeper than usual before Curtis was subbed and he played 10?
Did you notice?
Wait, what?
It was interesting.
On the right and deeper than usual.
Before Curtis was subbed.
I don't know. You have to ask honestly, like Pops, that question, or you, Barnes, because I don't look at the game that way. It's the so.
I didn't get to rewatch the game yet, Angel. To be honest, Pops did already because last night I was watching the UFC to like watch.
Yo, that fight was crazy. The Pereira one.
I was watching that UFC too. Yeah,
I was watching it at work and stuff, not doing work and stuff. So
I watched Pereira absolutely like dismantle a man's face, and I had
he was leaking.
Had flesh hanging and all sort of thing. Look, I never seen him beat down like that yet, boy. But let me tell you.
It was leaking. But the guy, he was putting a good fight in like the first round.
It was a good fight.
He was.
He get dismantled in like the third round.
Yeah, third round. Yeah.
He got gassed. He got gassed out. And altitude, fighting in altitude is. Pops is watching NBA like me. Most teams when they go into Denver and go into Mile High and go play at altitude is get run out the building because they just can't handle it. Playing at altitude or fighting at altitude, anything to do with altitude is hard. Yeah, extremely hard. And if you're not used to that, you're gonna get gassed real fast.
He looked winded though. He looked winded like in the third, second, third.
Yeah, he was out of it. But possibly can start with you first, bro, because you watched the game a second time. So let me know if you saw anything different than what we saw when we were watching it initially.
We started beginning. We had a different 11 than we expected, which is a good thing. He switched the left side completely, adding Costas and Gakpo, and brought back Jota. Added CJ and left Sabozole on the bench. So it was refreshing to see all the players that came in did reasonably well for me. Because in the first half, I didn't really have any issues with what we were doing. I mean, when you watch it again, it was just the final third still, we ain't sharp enough. But Gakpo and Costas were working well together in tandem. I mean, earlier, you could see the goal was them. Costas spreading, Gakpo, Jota scores nice and easy. But Palace, to me, when you watch it again, you see it too. Palace were way too open, and Wharton is carrying the injury. So we should have, the idea that we were lucky and people talking about this penalty really annoying me, to be honest, because we should have just beat these men and put all that to bed, because now it is this stupid conversation and narratives and people talking about the refereeing decisions and all sorts. And I saying to myself, we can't be seriously talking about the game like that. Jota buries any chances, he got a hat trick, and we go home 3-0. No talk. Not talking about penalties or nothing else. And that's really the disappointment. But ultimately, it's 3 points. I mean, I was steaming yesterday after the match. So if we had done the reaction, it probably would have been all over the shop. And more so with the referee than our players. Some of it was with our players too, but more so with the refereeing and the inconsistency, which the coach mentioned. Because they questioned him about the penalty, and the man said, well, Palace really can't be complaining about decisions when we didn't get a foul in the first half. I don't think we got a first foul for us until 55 minutes into the game or something. And again, it is what it is. If you allowing certain things to go, allow them to go, but you can't allow it on one side and not on the other side. You said how many when you read the stats just now, how many fouls we had? 15?
Against us, 15.
15. We had a 70+% possession of the ball. So how we even got so many fouls if we got the ball so long? How that makes sense?
Man.
Statistically, it don't make sense, man. So, and that's the funny thing. The ref gave a lot. So when we microanalyze this idea of the penalty, which we could do that later on, it's nonsense to me because he gave so much. That one, obviously, and the explanation is, it was. And they don't like the explanation much, to be honest. But it's what it is. That's what I'm saying. That Van Dijk
he couldn't get the ball,
and he did. Nobody said he held him, but he didn't hold him long enough.
They also said that he could not get to the ball anyway, so it would have been harsh to give a penalty.
He couldn't. But you know what's funny? If you look at the still shot, when the focus is on Van Dijk, just cast your eyes slightly to the right. Trent got Chalobah grip up like the two of them in the dance. Just when it on the still shot, just glance to the right, and we focus on Van Dijk a little touch, and Trent fully got the man in a grip. Now you're saying that we looking at a little pull. What going on here? Trent behind, can't win the ball from there. Fully wrapped around the man, but we looking at this, and again, it's just because it's us. Because if you microanalyze every situation in the box, how many penalties can go in every game? Everybody pulling and tugging and all this nonsense. The referee said, well, you're not supposed to hold or not, but they're not doing anything to change it. But all of a sudden is us against Palace, and let's go to the Palace is being robbed by Liverpool, of course. As I predicted, that's the stupid clickbait line that we're going with. But that's our fault, though. That's our fault. We take our chances properly, we win the game, and then nothing to talk about. Because, again, Palace to me was disappointing. As much as it frustrated me, Palace is usually better than that. And that 5-2-3 system, we were walking through them in the first half. Literally. Walking through.
Yep. I saw a lot of the stupid chats in X after the game. You know, same narrative. People talk about, Palace got robbed. There should have been a penalty. And I had to respond to a lot of the ignorance people talking and putting nonsense. And I'd be like, well, Palace was allowed to be being WWE wrestling against us all game, and y'all want a little tug and asking for a penalty? Like, what are we doing here?
Mind you, in the middle of the pitch, when Lerma grabbed Gravenberch, man said play on. So what's the difference now? You can tell me in the middle of the field, if it was there, it would have been a foul. Similar situation, holding, pulling, wherever you want. He said play on. So if he allowed one, he ain't gonna allow the other one. That's
Agreed.
How he appreciated
it. Agreed. Lerma
wasn't holding that, man. Lerma was assaulting that.
Yeah. That's a good analogy.
That's not holding. Holding like
look at Salah and Jota. Every time the ball went up to them, was he saying?
Oh my
them
days.
Grabbing them, pulling, and you're saying to yourself, well, all right, well, if that's what it's supposed to be, let it go. All right, go. Let it play. Just let it play then. It can't be all of that, and then you're looking at one incident by itself. Look at all the other incidents and say, look, this wasn't given, this wasn't given, this wasn't given, so this wasn't given.
Agreed.
It ain't hard for me.
Agreed.
I'll be honest. If that was us going the other way, I'm not calling that. I ain't shouting for a penalty.
I wouldn't want that. Personally, I wouldn't want that.
I'm not looking at that and saying, oh, God, that's definitely a penalty. Hands down, whatever, stone wall. But no. What?
Agreed. Big up, Imran. I see you in the chat. Big up.
Yeah,
Philip, happy birthday to you again, bro. We drop a birthday video for you. Do you watch along? I'm not sure if you're able to see it. If you didn't, we will drop it again. CNICA in the chat again. Angela, I can come to you, man. What's your thoughts of the game overall, man? From what we watched.
From what we watched, it wasn't worth waking up at that time.
You were sleeping. Angel was still sleeping, bro.
It wasn't worth waking up at that time. But the positive, we won, so that's all that matters, to be honest. But I think, I obviously I think a lot different than you, a lot more negative than you guys. But if
We slowly turning you. We slowly turning you.
no, that's never going to happen. Consistency, right? So, yes, we are getting the wins, but performances haven't really been up to par, in my opinion. We are getting the wins, which is the most important thing. But I think when you keep doing the same thing over and over again, it becomes the norm. So hopefully they snap out of it in regards to performances. But yeah, it was a very boring game, in my opinion. Um, a lot of the passing was very like, ugh. But it seems to be normal, apparently. I was surprised about certain players playing yesterday. Well, I was happy with the changes, to be honest, because I think Gapo did play decent. Jones did the simple things correctly. Simicast was decent as well. So yeah, we move on. The only I think sucky thing about Saturday was the Allison injury. Um, we're gonna miss him for a bit, in my opinion.
End of November, from what the reports is.
Yeah, I knew that and stuff. I said the beginning of
You
December.
you called it. You called it from you watch along.
Come on, man. That's what I do for a living, man.
I know.
Yeah, but
we got a doctor and we got a physiotherapist in the house.
yeah, so yeah, we will see. Um, yeah, we move forward. That's that. So
yeah. Crowd, I come to you next, bro. What were your thoughts on the game?
That game was so dead.
no, it was.
Jesus, peace, bro. I felt bad for Angel. Honest to God, I was telling my wife, I was like, God, I believe this man wake up for this shit. Like, seriously. But yeah, I'm glad we had some rotation. I'm glad some other players get to come in and, do a little thing.
Movementation.
Yeah, some movementations on the bench. Jota, I don't know, man. Jota needs to be a little bit more clinical, man. I don't understand what's going on with him. The defense was okay, not too bad. I mean, because the Palace didn't really offer much, to be honest. I mean, there was one shot with Eze, and that was probably it, mainly. Like Angel said, it sucks that Alisson get injured. Everybody's saying it's Trent's fault. I don't think it's Trent's fault. I think at some point in the game, he'd probably kick a ball, and the same thing might have happened. I mean, I feel it really rushed this man back, as me and Pops were saying. There's nothing wrong with Kelleher taking 2 extra games till this man heal up. These things that take time, and yeah, they rushed him back, and it is what it is. But yeah, the 3 points is all that matters. Last year, this time doing this, we probably get a draw or lost. So for me, it's a clean sheet. It's 3 points. Fans could talk all they want about penalty and all that. I don't give a crap. We moving. We're top of the league. 3 points. 6 out of 7. There we go.
Get into that though. You got me clean sheets. We've had how many clean sheets so far? Is it 6?
More than last season almost.
Is it 7?
I thought it was 5. No,
5.
No, man. Is it 5? It got to be more than that, B.
It's probably more. Oh, we coming close to the whole of last season already.
I know the chat would tell us for sure. And yeah, honestly, Man U game, but today was worse than ours. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But then again, the thing is that Crystal Palace didn't offer nothing. Like Pop said, we were strolling, man. Like I see Gravenberch turning in the midfield, just like walking. It's just that we can't put them to the sword. Like the final third again is the problem, and we couldn't put them to the sword. I would have loved to see Nunes get play. I mean, I understand. I don't know why the coach didn't give him any play, but it is what it is.
Yeah. My bit of analogy on the game. Thinking about it yesterday, I agree with Pops. The first half, our final third is horrendous. Like, we need to really shore that up, because if we do, we can battle a lot of teams. But Curtis Jones, for me, and we can get into each individual player once we start to do the ratings. Curtis Jones, I was very happy for, and he played well in my opinion. But one thing that I did notice with the game, thinking back about it, and Pops, you could probably talk about this as well with me. Every time we went into that 4-2-4 press, every time we went into that 4-2-4 press, we get open up every single time in the second half. Slot had these men doing a 4-2-4 press, and we get open up. And then Palace went and had chances. Eze should have buried his. Kudos for Yaros for coming out and making himself look big and giving him less to shoot. And he gave him really no options. We know Eze wanted to come back to the right foot, and he had to kick it, get it released quick, because Van Dijk would nick the ball and got rid of it. So he had to make a decision. But Yaros was smart to come out and actually made himself look really big and give him nothing really to shoot at. So I am a little concerned with the 4-2-4 pressing, to be honest with you. We have to be very, very cautious with that. We got opened up with it again. Looking back at the Wolves game, same thing. We had problems. We got opened up, and it was because of that. That's the formation of a press. Forest, we did as well. Hopefully, we don't do that against our next opponents in the Prem, which is Chelsea. But outside of that, as you guys all said, 3 points. We win the game. We move. I would take the stinky games. Goals win games, clean sheets win titles. I agree, Asher. Agree with you 100%. Yeah, I'll take it all day, every day. Given these stinky wins, I will take it all day, every day. Pops, any commentary on that press that I made up to?
One issue we had then in the second half was when Matt came off at halftime. Supposedly came on, and at a period it looked like we were playing literally in a 4-3-3, where Gravel was the lone 6, and Curtis and Sabozale were playing almost like 2 8s. But I was a little confused because I had a point in time where all 3 of them were deep. You could literally draw a circle, and the 3 of them were in a line. And I said to myself, all right, a little lost as to what's going on. And we had Mateta and them came on, I think, around the 60th minute.
Yes.
And Jota missed, I think, in that 61st minute, just after they came on, which to me, he scores that, the game is finished. And miss then is almost like something that spurs them on. And that's when you started to see, as you said, a couple of them opportunities. Gravenberch turned into trouble. And a lot of times it felt like it was, all right, give it to Gravenberch and let him try to create something as opposed to the passing that was there before. So I'm not sure when Matt went off what the discussion was, but it looked different. And they brought on Will Hughes. And Hughes is dead to me, dead. And he ran past CJ and effected a counter. And I said to myself, this man, when I got this man, looked like he could play football, and he ain't good. He used to be good when he was young, but the legs gone now. So there were a couple moments where it was self-inflicted. And again, I don't want to disrespect Palace by the way he's saying it, but if you look back at their chances specifically, you'll see we gifted them one, they constructed one, and that was it. Yeah, I had a couple saves, but saves you would expect anybody, not Ali, anybody to make. So Ali has to make them. All the saves that he made to me were saves that you would say, yeah, Ali can make that save. Yeah, that's a good save, but Ali can make that. And even Yaros, when he came on, he didn't do enough to press him, because one of the hardest things to do is to come on cool. I mean, Crab was laughing and making sport out of it, but the hardest thing to do is to pick an end gloves and run on the pitch in the middle of a game where the tide has started to turn against us too. But I was vexed with Trent when Ali went down, because he wasn't paying attention. Ali actually got injured a couple seconds before when he cleared it.
Yeah.
Ball came back down and Trent gave it back. And he said, my man, you can see her. What are you doing? Van Dijk is telling him to kick it off, If you see it again, you can see Van Dijk is pointing to the left. And Trent isn't even aware. He plays it to Ali. Ali then does that like hobble kick into the stands and then goes down. No, he was already hurt. It wasn't that Trent injured him or it was the past, but he was already hurt. Just get off the pitch and let's see what deal with it.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I would like to hear what Mr. Locke would say about the second half, especially when he moved out Mac 10, what he did in the middle of the park. Because to me, we dominated the middle of the park until that's
McAllister came on.
No, but even when Szoboszlai came on, it wasn't, Szoboszlai on, McAllister off, it going to shit. It was a moment where, all right, something's happened. So that moment where, to me, where Hughes ran past Curtis, it was almost like we lost focus. Things started to go in the opposite direction. And I said, what are we doing? Why are we making this look harder than it really was? Because the players that came on, again, with all due respect to them, they're not huge game changers if you're looking at it really and truly. Yeah, Mateta good, big and strong. All right, not Curtis, Ibu and Van Dijk all day long, no problems dealing with that. Although they had a little moment where they look at one another and say, it's you, and the ball went between the two of them, and I say, hey, what are we doing? Similar to last week with Ibu and Ali, sort this out. So there were a couple of them glitches with them in the back, but like you said, in the middle of the park, I'm not sure why it looked so easy. Because it didn't make sense how we changed.
It's something to do with the pressing formation. I think
it didn't make sense. It didn't.
Yeah. There's something with the pressing formation that is not working when he do it that specific way, that causing a problem for us to be opened up. And I got to pay a lot more attention to that because I hope he don't continue. Apparently, this is something that he was doing at Feyenoord, and it wasn't working.
So Szoboszlai is usually part of the front four when we press. If you watch it, he's actually past Jota on the press.
Yeah.
And Grava and Maka are the two in behind. So it's a 4-2-4 a lot of the times when we initially press. But it wasn't like that when we were playing in the first half. Because like I said, it was 3 against 2 in the middle of the park, and we were just dominating in the middle of the park. And Wharton was carrying the injury. I don't know why he started. So we were dominating in the middle. Not sure why it changed, but
Right for life, you're absolutely right with Maka. Maka is the maestro in the team right now. He sets the tempo and really helps us control the game. 100%. You saw that
easy.
when he went off. You saw the dynamic in the midfield absolutely change. Big up to Honesty for the super chat. Ali got injured because his wife didn't have no more baby oil to massage his hamstring. I blame Diddy and Meek Mill. He was.
Oh boy, we on the Meek Mill and Diddy shit again.
Wow.
I tell you, Adama Troyer got stocks in them that baby oil though. I tell you that.
Johnson,
yeah, Johnson. Yeah. Let me get the ratings, fellas. Oh, you guys are legendary. I think I want to do it this way. Yeah, prefer it this way. The new ratings board. All right, Allison, what we giving Ali? Clean sheet for Ali too, baby.
I figure we give Ali a joint. Ali and Yaros together. Because we ain't got Yaros by himself, right?
No, they ain't had a picture of Yaros,
so now I was complaining about Ali's kicking. But now I understand he was hurt. I complaining that he played hurt. More so than the kicking now. It's understandable why the kicking wasn't as good as it was supposed to be because he was injured. He did everything that we asked him to do. I would say 7.5.
Same for me. 7.5. Crap.
Me, 6.5. Shouldn't play with the goddamn bad hamstring. You know you had a bad hamstring and still come out playing.
But you blaming him?
It is him. He can make the final decision. Look, my hamstring ain't working. Oh, I feel a little saying, you know what I mean? Gotta get Kelleher. Kelleher was giving clean sheets too. What
Kelleher was not even on the bench.
But I'm saying,
but maybe that was why. I don't know.
Discussing this, man. Kelleher could have played 2 more games.
2 weeks ago, I agree.
Till the international break. Kelleher could have played till the international break.
I think he probably jumped because Jaros was the only other option. I think it was like, you know what? I can start.
Nah,
Maybe.
I don't know.
Andrew, what are you saying for Ali?
I'm on roster.
6.5.
Yeah.
So
All
2
right,
6.5,
7,
2 7.5. So he falls in a 7.
Nice and easy.
Trent.
I don't know, man.
Didn't have a good game. I can start this one. For me, didn't have a good game. Was spamming some balls. Had some good defensive plays here and there. Got lost a few times. Wasn't following instruction. Pops commented on one of them with Virgil clearly giving him an instruction to kick a ball out, and he's going to do something completely different. I don't know if his head is in the clouds sometimes. What, or he just loses concentration. I gave Trent to 5.5.
I think Trent suffers from the same thing that Van Dijk and Salah suffer from in terms of when we look at them, we expect performances on a high level. So when they're not, it probably looks worse than it is. He did have a couple moments in the final third where he broke into the area, played a good 1-2 or got past and cut in on the inside. I mean, invariably didn't score, which was disappointing because you wanted to see 1 or 2 more shots, and he has the ability to do that. Clean sheet wise, then to me, you can't see did anything horrendous. He did get beaten once or twice, but that is ways because Costas got beat once or twice. I thought he had a really good game, to be honest. So I can say a 6. I can say a 6 for Trent.
Angel?
5 for me, man. Sorry.
5 for you, Trap?
Right. Yeah, because for me, Trent, I don't know, man. Maybe Trent go eat mine on Madrid, boy. I don't know. That seems to be the thought.
I know that Carvalho injured for the rest of the year. That can probably heat up.
I mean, listen. Trent, I don't know. It talks at an impasse. I don't like to hear that. An impasse is not good.
Yeah.
That means you aren't ready to commit to it or something. I don't know. I just don't like that word because when I hear that, I worry. So,
Crab, you gotta remember something, right? The impasse isn't with Trent, you know. The impasse is with Trent's agent. And that's the problem sometimes. Sometimes he isn't always the player. I'm not saying that is the case, but sometimes it isn't always the player.
Yeah, but the key is that it's Trent's agent. You're working for me. So if I said this is what I want, you gotta go make it happen. You gotta go make it happen. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, I get Trent a 5, man. That was one of his worst games this season since we started. So
all right, you gave him 5. Angel, what are you giving him?
I'll give him a 5 as well.
So that would put it at 5.5?
Yeah.
All right. Kanate.
Ibu.
Angel, start with you first.
For who?
Ibu.
The big man at the back.
Ibu was really good, though. I have no complaints of Ibu. I'll give him a 7.5.
Crap.
That one was easy.
Yeah, me and Angel, like we put the same wavelength today, though. Because Ibu, listen, Ibu was Boston as usual, man. Ibu looking solid all season, man. So for me, 7.5 sounds about right. Yeah,
an 8 for me.
Solid game, man.
8 for me too, as well.
Ibu with 8. Craig says 8. Revan
2 7.5s and 2 8s.
Round up to 8.
Okay, done.
Red for life says
Carvajal had a leg bent. What? Leg bent.
Yeah, you didn't see the injury?
No.
Yeah.
I don't want
you don't want to see it, Mars. You don't want to see it.
But no, just for the injury. Look at it just for the injury.
I ain't want to see injury. Nah.
It's crazy.
I good. I actually good. The captain, Virgil. For me, 8. Virgil 8 as well. I put him and Ibu on the same.
Yeah, for me 7.5 then, because he and Ibu was basically same levels.
Same roster, same.
Yep. So 7.5
8.5 for me.
Right.
You got to skip him, man.
So he falls in the 8. Costas. Simi.
Costa started off the first 2 minutes a little shaky, but he came into the game, man. He did well.
Costas
he represented my boy Robinson properly, at that left back spot. So I'm sure Rob will say, yeah, well done.
Costas was really, really good. Beautiful pass to split the defense, to put Cody on, for the assist into the goal to Jota.
Yeah.
Like, that pass reminded me of when we played Manchester United, and was it Robbo that split the ball, and then Cody got it and then cut back in and scored. It was exactly the same type of play. Only difference was Cody assisted instead of scoring in this one. Costas had a really, really, really good game. And you know what? Under Armstrong, Costas has actually played more consistently better than under Klopp, in my opinion. I don't know if it's because of the repetition and the more playing time that he's getting, but the eye bags or the Dracula eyes that he typically have seems to be going away. He gains some proper sleep. So we will see. But for Costas, for me, again, Costas an 8. Pops.
7 for me. 7 for me.
7 for
I had a 7.5 for Costas.
Okay,
just
Angel.
Slightly below Ibu. Just slightly.
Costas. I give him a 6.
Wow.
6.
You just said he might have a good game.
Yeah, he was proper. Yeah, good game.
Really?
Proper. Okay. Hey.
Great. So 8, 7.5, a 7, and a 6. My days.
About
That
7.5.
sounds like a 7. That's a 7.
Sounds like a 7 to me.
You said an 8 and a 7.5?
Yeah.
That's a 7.5 for me.
All right, 8 and 6 is 14 as a 7 and a 7, 7.5. And then Crab said what?
7.
Yeah, okay. I guess he landed on a 7 then.
Yeah.
All right.
Gravenberch.
I was trying, Costas. I was trying, but the man didn't want you.
Pops trying to calculate everything.
Yeah, you know the numbers, man. You know the numbers, man. I gotta make sure, right?
We gotta keep the eye on Angel. Angel, he purposely say these marks here to mark those and men there after we
numbers, man. You gotta watch
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of I'm a fan of Simicast and stuff.
Angel would never do that. No, Angel, he's a good guy, man. Come on, a good one.
Maybe if it was Robbo, Angel would have given a 3 or something.
Yeah, if it was Robbo, I would understand if he put a 6 there or something like that. I would get it. But yeah, that's all right.
What you doing,
Grava? Angel, we
Gravadinho. Listen, man.
He got
Thiago taught him well with those shifty shoulder changes and those
for Gravenberch?
Yeah.
My ball is Gravenberch.
Gravenberch 8, man. Solid.
Yeah,
solid.
Good game.
Great.
I am an 8 as well.
8.5 for me for Grav.
I'll give him an 8 too.
So he falls in an 8.
Dustin said 9, man. Woo. The gravy train is moving, man. The gravy train is moving.
Craig said we need a DM to free up Grav and Mac.
Yeah, agree, because I want Mac in the 10. We saw what we can get to the man that played the 10 in this game, and I will give my reasoning why I want to see that. McAllister.
I was a little disappointed with Mac, to be honest.
Jesus,
Silence
9. Good Lord. Again, y'all was watching?
Not for me.
He had a solid game, but I think for me it was a 7 for me for Matt.
I agree. 7 for Mac too. It's not one of Mac's best games, but he did everything he had to do, and yeah, it wasn't one of his best games. But yeah, Mac solid 7, and that's a pretty good score for Mac for this game.
Yeah.
It's funny, we got Mac at a 9, we got an 8.
8.5.
7. You got a 7.5. You got 8. You got a range. That's interesting.
Were you saying, Pops?
Yeah, I would say a 7.
Angel?
Yeah.
6.
How much?
6.
Good. He had a good game.
He dropped into 7 then. He got 3 7s. 6.
Imran said 6.5. 12 man even said 6.5. Yeah. We only had a half to cook.
That's it.
So you only cook half.
But you got to rate him for
in the half. Yeah, you got to rate him on the half.
You got to rate him when he's cooking.
Yeah.
Can't penalize him because he played the second half. At least I don't. Curtis Jones.
CJ in the house.
I be honest with you.
He did all right.
Go on, Crab. Go on.
Sorry, he did all right. You know, he played. I don't know. Was he playing the 10? I wasn't even sure.
He was in the 10. He was in the 10.
But sometimes I see him drop back a little bit as well.
Because he rotates. Matt rotated into 10 at points too.
Yeah, he and Matt was interchanging into the 10.
Yeah, CJ is 6. He's all right.
I like how CJ was holding up the ball. I like how he was passing the ball. I like how he was doing the forward passing. He didn't hold the balls long and on at his feet like he typically does. He was getting out of his feet and he was looking for progressive passing. He was covering well defensively. He was breaking lines. He was getting out of when they were trying to press him at times. He was getting out of it and making the correct play. I think CJ had a really good game. I give Curtis a 7, and then I give Curtis a 7.5, to be honest. To me.
Angel, what are you saying?
6.5.
I think he was way better in the first half. And I feel like, I don't know, watching it looked like he tired a bit in the second half because I still can't believe Bill Hughes ran passing. I see that image in my head and saying, no. Something gonna be wrong. Like this man running past you. So I don't know if he started to feel a little leggy in the second half. I can say 7.
7, okay. I said 7.5. You said 7. Crab, you said what?
6.
6. Andrew, you said what? 6?
6.5.
6.5.
Sounds like we had 6.5, eh?
Sounds like we had 6.5. Yeah. Okay.
Perhaps a 6, yeah.
Mohamed Salah.
7. Go on, Angel. Don't laugh.
Andrew, we start at you.
The king, Angel. Remember, he's the king. So show your respect.
He's not my king. 5. Give him a 5.
Okay. Crap.
Mo, man. Mo. Mo wasn't good, man. He wasn't good this game. Wasn't good. Can't remember anything he did specifically that was good. See, trying a lot of passes that didn't come off. 5 for me. Average. Yeah.
No, I'm changing it. It's a 4 for me.
5. I stick at 5.
Pops?
Revenite said 4. Craig said 4. Silence said 6. Honesty said 6.5. No GA. So -5 for Salah fans. That's all they care about GA.
Master 6.5. He only had limited time to cook. He didn't cook when he had limited time.
Say 6.5. Nah, that's too generous. 12. Too generous.
What are you saying, Pops?
More again, right? A ball from Van Dijk finds him on the spot. First touch kills it. Second touch should score.
Second touch kills it even more.
End a conversation. You ain't got nothing else to say. He would have had the G that you want. But that's really what it's about, you know. At any day, you ain't looking for much else from Mo. And people talk, man, you beat a man. I said, but you expect Mo to beat a man when you living on the wrong planet. And he chopped no more. Pass the ball. Some of the best plays came from a 1-2. Gravenberch on the overlap 1-2. That actual Jota's chance. McAllister, that was him out wide. So Crabbe can remind you of the things that he did. Nothing happened. That's the problem. At any day when nothing happens, we don't credit any of the action. And he don't deserve it, to be honest, for Mo, because Mo is numbers. We all but no, we see Mo was stinky and he scored and an assist and a goal. So 5.5 for me. He was in and around trade, to be honest.
4 for me.
Huh?
4 for me.
Jeez. Rough today, boy. Rough.
Mo didn't have a good game. And the fact that you said, Pops, that he did not have any GA, which is what we're looking for Mo. That's what he does. I can't give you an average. He was below average, in my opinion. So you give 5.5, Crab give 5, and me and Angel give 4s. So I guess I'll put him at a 5.
Yeah.
Is it worst game for Rita, Mithing, and Chiesa? Chiesa needed to be on the bench in this game.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, though, because he came off.
To get a run out. He could have come on and Chiesa could get a run out.
Nah, it would have been ideal, because ideally that's what you want. You want 6 forwards so you could do that. Because when you look on the bench and you see 3 for 3, and you know you could run a man 65 minutes. All right, yeah, swap out a man easy. And it ain't about, he was good or bad or whatever. Fresh legs, let me go again.
Yeah, agreed.
But he deserved to be subbed, though. He deserved to be subbed.
I agree with you.
This is an interesting one. This is the interesting one, you know.
Can I mention that though? But Salah is not used to being subbed too, So it's a good thing.
So what? So what?
No, it's a good thing. It's a good. You let me finish now. Jesus, peace. I'm saying it's a good thing that he gets subbed. I know that he doesn't used to be him, but it's good. It's good for him. I like the fact that he gets subbed.
Good.
Jota.
Go ahead, Pops. Jota. The shotter. Game winner, by the way. When you're grading him, remember he's the game winner.
Yeah. But
I'll say
something. If you watch the game again, because you're not going to see a lot. Jota had 2 horrible misses and he scored the winner. Yes. But Jota ran himself into the ground in that game. I was surprised that he wasn't sub. Literally, he ran himself into the ground. All of the good things that we talked about making space, linking up and all, he did all of them things. All. Just missed. Now, it depends on how you want to look at it. Is your cup half full or is it half empty? Because to me, he scored the winner. Yes, he should have had a hat trick. But because he scored the winner, and ultimately, like I said, if you watch it again, you can see it. I didn't realize that was Jota that did that. And Jota came back and won that ball. And he was everywhere on the pitch. Not necessarily what you want for your number 9, but it was what was required to win the game. So I got to give him credit for that. The same way we talked about, Szoboszlai did a lot of running and it was coming back and tracking. You got to credit your number 9 when he does it. When Nunes came back and won the ball, that was the first thing I said. Nunes won that ball. Curtis Jones played it up. Jota then scored against West Ham. So I got to give him credit for that. I'm disappointed with the finishing though. And this is my big concern here. Jota and Mo in finishing at the level that we thought they should. And they're the best too. Because we picked Jota the shotter in the 9. He got to be better than this. We got to wash this off after the international break, and the 2 of them got to come back better than this. I mean, yes, the other 4 too. But these 2 are the 2 who I think we got most of it hinged on. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it. So he can't have another one of these, 1 in 3. Because the 2 that he missed, oh my days, you would have put down
bad
money
bad
to score. 6 yards out. You banking on Jota to score for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Who you giving
after all that waffle, yep. 6.5.
it? 6.5.
Yeah.
5.5 for me.
I feel like that too low, but anyhow.
6.5 for me too. Listen, game win at the end of the day. Yes, he missed 2 good gilt edge chances. No, it happens. But he did.
Nah, I don't want to hear the way it happens because that's being you know what I
Top
mean?
strikers miss goals, man.
Listen to me. I don't want to hear that because if Nunes had missed them chances, men would be on his neck.
I hear that. We say that though. Wait, look,
But
12 saying it here.
it's a fact, though, Pops.
But I hear
But it's
you
a
say
fact.
that.
But it's a fact. Don't the fan base get on Nunes' neck for missing easy chances? So you have to criticize Jota for missing easy chances.
Yeah, we
He can't
did.
be let off.
It did.
Yeah,
No. Bad misses. It was bad
Understand what I'm
misses.
saying? Every person that every time someone misses, they should be in the spotlight. But we always say this: if this was, it would be. Forget that part. It's Angel miss. Angel should get washed off. I miss. I get washed. Crab miss. You miss. It should be the same thing. But the problem is, right? There are levels to each of the players, which you got to understand. And that's where this weird comparison thing comes along, because Mo's level is the top. That's what we're saying. So we expect Mo to be at 100%. Mo's drop off might only be 85. A man saying, well, 85 ain't too bad, but you're saying now, well, he's 100. That's a 15-point drop off. Jota is 95. If Jota dropped to 85 again, that's a 10% drop off. Nunes' starting point relative to the two of them is way lower than that. So to say, if it were Nunes, to me, it's like, well, yeah, but he ain't at the same level. So let me stop doing that and just look at these two men who's supposed to be at the top level and say, look, we just expect better from you. Way better from you too, especially.
Here's my thing. And I absolutely tired of the slating that Nunes is get from your fan base.
Man didn't even touch on the pitch. So why Nunes should actually enter the conversation, other than the fact that I thought he should have come on for Jota. That's the only thing I thought.
So
I thought Jota did so much running that he should have been subbed and say, you know what? Yeah, you run a lot. Then Nunes come on and finish this last piece. I thought he would have done Nunes and Lucho for Jota and Mo to end the game. At least we would have had a little bit more of a threat going forward, which to me, we seemed like we lacked a little cutting edge. But that's the only reason why, to me, Nunes should be brought up in the conversation.
5.5 for me. Crap. You say what?
I give you 6.5. Yeah, I give you 6.5. Listen, at the end of the day, yes, it was bad misses, and yeah, it is what it is. But hopefully next time he wouldn't. But yeah, 6.5.
Andrew, what you saying?
5.
That will put you at 6.
Yeah.
6.5, 13, 23. Close enough.
Okay. Gakpo.
He had a good game without being spectacular. I thought he could have been spectacular too. Yesterday was a day that, I know yesterday, the amount, if you watch it, right, the amount of room. Angel's man, Moon, say it, Angel.
Who?
Your wing back.
Munoz,
sorry. Munoz was horrible.
He was
horrible. Gakpo was smoking him up, and he was giving him room to run in behind. That Costa's pass should never reach Gakpo. If we on the other side of that, ripping whoever the wing back is.
Munoz wasn't on for long though.
But he was on when Costas made the pass.
Yeah, he was.
When he pulled out to the extreme right, and Gakpo slipped in behind him. I said, "Oh,
that was a beautiful pass from Tsimikas. I don't know if we spoke about it.
It was a good pass.
We did. Yeah, we gave him credit for it.
But Gakpo gets the assist. Like I say, he had a good game without being spectacular. I would say, relative to everybody else, then 7.5 for me.
I will give him a 7. He did his thing. Like he came on. He hasn't started in the Prem, I think. He came on. He did his thing. So I'm gonna give him a 7.
You see that from 12, huh?
Of course.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to
Man
see
said,
that.
drop these
I asked for it,
guys.
so
The hammer, drop the hammer on anything.
this gap pause heat map.
Heat
That
map.
He
looks
was
like,
everywhere.
that looks like he's farting a lot.
Yeah.
83% accurate passes, 5 key passes, 3 out of 4 long balls was accurate,
Wow.
2 shots off target, 2 out of 2 dribble attempts, 6 out of 8 ground duels, 1, 2 out of 2 aerial duels, 1 foul was foul once, clearances 2, interceptions 3, total tackles 3. Jeez, that's a good game. That's a very good game. That is a very good game. You know, looking at them stats, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but you also kicked 2 balls over the bar. So
I
give solid 7.
I don't have an issue with that for me, Crab, personally, because I don't think we take enough shots outside the box as a team in general. So I really have no issues with guys taking a shot. Simicast took 1, 2 for outside the box. Pop commenting in the watch along as well that you would typically not see Robo take, and Simicast is like, this coming at me right here, I going on to this and see what'll happen. I have no problems with us taking shots outside the box.
Yeah, but you got that same energy for when Sabazlai take them shots and miss it.
But he don't though.
That's his Sabazlai.
He don't though. He don't take those shots.
He did take one yesterday though.
He took one and it went straight at the keeper. That was the first one all season that he hit from outside the box all season.
And
we 7
turned
games
on
in.
another one. He turned on another one in a similar position.
Yeah, pass it instead. Yeah.
So
Yep,
he has to hold the criticism for not doing something that he is actually good at. He is a man that can hit a ball outside the box and hit top bins always. So that is one of his key traits, Sabazalai. And the fact that he's not doing it frustrates the fan base. It frustrates me because he's shown time and time again that he can do it. I'm going back to Gakpo. For me, Gakpo had a really good game, and I can give him credit. He played a very good all-round game, very controlled. He was in it. He was playing well defensively. He was my man in the match, so I give him Gakpo 8.5.
Crabby, how much? 7.5?
I said 7.
7?
Yeah.
What are you saying,
Solid
Angel?
7.
I said 7 as well.
And you said,
I think he did his thing.
Yeah.
And you said 7.5, right, Pops?
It's 7.5, yeah. Average.
All right. Sabazalai.
Jeez. Didn't he come on as a sub?
He did.
Second half, yeah.
Yeah, but we rating subs now, or like we just, I mean,
He came
He had a
on.
half
He
like
was
Max,
the
so I
early
mean-
studs. He had a whole half.
oh, he had a half. Okay.
So you got to rate him.
Sabazai, man. God,
He's a 5 for me. I just giving you a 5. I
Can't
sorry.
rate. They
I
can't
need
rate
him
this
more
man.
than that.
I can't rate this man. This man give me stress, bro. I give a 5 too. Yeah. Average.
Wait, who are we rating right now?
The
Sabazalai.
boss, man. Dom.
Sabazalai.
Nah, he ain't a boss at all. That
Sideline says 7.
Jesus
Craig
Christ,
says
sideline.
3. Clark Kent Superman says 5. Not bad game this time. KB says meh. Meh. I think 12 Master 7 and not -7. Imran said 2. Lord of mercy, Imran.
five. I ain't changed my mind now looking at that. Still 5 for me.
5 for me still, bro.
The problem with the boss is that he came on in the second half and we were not good in the second half. We were better in the first half than the second half. So people can say, oh, when Matt was on and Curtis was on, and some people not Curtis either, because some people don't like Curtis now too, so whatever. So but unfortunately for him, the correlation with how the play went so poorly was when he came on the field. I'm not necessarily saying that he was a major contributor to that, to be honest. Because again, if you watch the game again, Gravenberch loses possession of the ball when the man counter knocks Szoboszlai. There was another pass that went in straight that wasn't necessarily him. He did the tracking back and won the ball back. So it depends on how you want to look at it. I mean, again, like I always usually do with the subs, because he didn't score, he didn't have a big impact. And unfortunately for him, like I said, when he came on, they were going in the other direction. Yeah, give me one him. I would say 5.5, 5. Yeah, ain't really much of a muchness, to be honest.
Angel, what are you saying?
4.
He's a 5 then.
Probably you say 4?
It's a 5-5.
He's a 5.
Okay.
Lucho,
When did he come on?
73rd minute.
Yeah, Lucho really didn't have much time, to be honest. Lucho was late in the game at Endo as well, right? Yeah.
Get him all 5s, man. Average.
Yeah.
Robbo came on in minute 78 as well. Robbo, Lucho, Endo all came on late.
5,
I won't
5.
rate Endo because Endo had like a minute and stoppage
No, Endo
time.
was immense. I don't care.
That 1 minute, I would love it.
No,
That
That
Gargay
was-
was
he did it.
that 1 minute, the Gargay was big.
He gets 6 for me for that. Just for that. 6.
The handball.
Yeah, 6. You get a 6 for me.
I'm boss say, man, say y'all ain't getting this here. Wax.
Wax off, wax on, man. Yeah.
That's it, bro. The samurai gum gorgon, man. Gum shield gorgon.
Robertson would get a 5 too.
Yeah, Rob will get 5.
Yeah.
All right. When we come
Hey.
down to Mr. Locke.
A lot did all right. Listen, like Pops was mentioning, he switched the whole left side, which is, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because these two could play with each other. The other two could play, you know what I mean? I like that. That was a good sub there, good rotational substitutions. For me, listen, man, that's another clean sheet, bro. I give Mr. Locke an 8, man. Put on that's the best team we had right there, and he switched it up and we get some rotation. So, I mean, we had Curtis and we had Simicast and we had, Gakpo. For me, that's good. We need that.
8 for me as well.
I would have given him a 9 for the first half. But the substitutions in the second half, I ain't in love with.
You just
want
vexed
here,
us.
I want here. No, not even close. Not even close. I was calling Salah off. I was calling him off. I wasn't bet he come off. Dom's substitution was forced, but I didn't understand what was happening still, Crab, with the substitution, because as I said, the game was easy. I don't see why it became difficult in the second half. I don't understand why the game moved from being easy to being so, and not so difficult, to be honest, because Palestine had to do a lot, but we made it look like they were doing too much. And then in the last couple minutes of the game, it looked very dirty. You know what I mean? Rather than controlled and 7.5, man. 9 and 6 is 15 divided by 2, 7.5.
5 Dustin? Dang, that's rough, bro.
Whoa, yeah.
That's harsh, man. Angel, we read in slot. Mr. Locke. Mr. Locke.
KB says 7, Craig says 7. Superman says
5.5.
How much?
What do you say?
whoa,
5.5.
5.5.
Like,
5.5 just for Mr. Locke.
Angel just trying to get controversial here, no man. Come on.
Nah,
Angel rough the all though.
Why 5.5, Angel? Give me an explanation. Why?
because he's bald.
Damn, boy. Pops, you should take that personally.
No, I just didn't agree with.
Pops gone.
No, I just didn't, I don't know, like you said, we were getting overrun in the second half. Some of the tactics were a bit off. We got the win. That's all that matters.
Clean sheet, brother.
You know what I mean?
So you're getting a 5.5.
No, give him a 5.
Oh, 5, okay.
Crap, how much you said?
I said 8.
I say 8 too.
Yeah, that takes into 7 though. That 5 drags him down to a 7.
That's what I wanted.
See? If he said 7, he's bald, but not that high.
And the so the Palace fans, y'all didn't see the chat with Angel said.
Yeah, man, I'm flying with a kid. What's that there?
What's that?
That's what they expect. That's what they expect. Gay to do and stuff.
There's no rivals think Mark Gay he would have done if Virgil didn't hold his hand. I didn't know how he gained it, though.
Gonna fly away.
No, but all right, for a minute, right? For 1 minute, forget the position of the ball. Forget the ball at all, right? Just look at the incident in isolation. Is that the worst thing you've seen in the box from a set
Not
piece?
even close. Not even close.
So why is it so high on the list of conversations?
It was so soft, right? It was so soft. For me, it's like I put it in the same category. It's society of no. People so soft in general. I put that in the same category as that.
I understand the Palace manager saying what he said because his plan was, all right, let me frustrate these guys, much like what Forrest did. Keep off certain players and then bring on Mateta, bring on Hughes. Sorry, like this is my final barrage. Let me see if something happens. That penalty arguably gives him a draw. Now, for me, he should be saying if Eze scores, then we got a different situation because that's really the opportunity you should be looking at. That one-on-one opportunity. And Barnes, again, if you look at that, Eze has a bit more time to do exactly what he wanted to do, to open his body and curl it into the far corner. He actually has a little bit more time than he thinks, and he takes it a little earlier than he needs to. But he didn't have a good game. He was disappointing for me. I expected to see a lot more from him. I expected to see a lot more from Eze.
Eze was my man in the match for missing that shot. He should have scored that, and he usually scores that.
Speaking of that,
that's an opportunity to score.
Who is our man in the match?
Mine from my voting you'd have heard was the skipper.
Verge?
Yeah. Verge was my 8.5. That was the highest mark I gave. Somebody else in the chat had Gackers at 8.5 as their man in the match. That was
Gapo was mine.
Who said 8.5 Gackers man in the match? I saw it further up.
Oh, VVD, I guess. VVD and Ibu for me.
I'm sure they got some Grabandinho calls for man in the match once again because he's the man in the match, man. Yeah. Gacker says Reds for life. Dustin says Gakpo for me.
Any one of the Dutch players.
Who got man in the match, though?
Where?
In the actual game?
Officially?
Yeah.
Probably Grabandinho. Man, I get like 6 of them.
No, they were talking to Verge and Gakpo, so I'm assuming it's one or two of them. I could be wrong, but when I saw an interview, those two were the ones that were there. So usually is when you got a pair, one gives to them.
BBD got it.
BBD got it.
I'm good with that, honestly.
Yeah, me too. But yeah. Well, that's it for the reaction. Recap. Tomorrow night, peoples, we got the recap show, which we'll see how our predictions went out.
Rasta climbing, man.
Crab actually had a good prediction weekend.
Come in for that one, Angel, man. Come in for that one, Angel.
Yeah, you had a decent week. You got 8 points.
Yeah.
You didn't get 8, do I know that?
No, I got 4.
I had 4 too, Angel, I think.
Yeah. Well, all 3 of us got 4. Rasta got 8.
Yeah. Because that's because he got the Brighton one right.
Brighton. Huh? I was watching Expression go crazy, but we're going to talk about that tomorrow.
That's 9 from 10. That's 1 loss in 7. That's 2 goals against 13-4. 18
in
points.
All competitions, right?
11 goal difference. Top of the pile. We're not looking at the table yet, though. But we're just saying. International break.
Yeah. And then we come right back after the international break. We got Chelsea at Anfield, which will be an interesting one. We will chop up that game. I will put my put some messages out there and see if I could get a Chelsea supporter in the preview show with us. So stay tuned for that. Let's see if I can lock that down.
I don't know anybody that supports Chelsea.
Well, there's only one person that has actually talked to that. I have a feeling that I could swing it. So we'll see. We'll see. He's actually a pretty funny cat. Angel, know who we're talking about. He's just carefree.
9 from 10 though. Big up Mr. Lock every time.
Yeah, man.
The drop off is real. The drop off is real, man. Clock.
We already have.
We were supposed to be 6th or 7th, you know. That's the problem right now. That's why the Palace talk so strong. We were supposed to be 6th or 7th.
Yeah,
Palace was supposed to be a hard place to go. Yeah, I put that for you just now.
They're the Filipino dude in the South Market, the St. Lawrence Market, that sells legit vintage jersey for $125 but never been worn. Tags on. He said that he says sells so fastest. Okay.
Where is it in England?
Nah, St. Lawrence Market beat us downtown.
That's you, St. Lawrence Market.
Oh.
I literally is walk past that twice a month when I'm going to the office. So
you got checked out, Barn. Checked out. And call me when you get
there. That's what they keep saying, KV. That's what they keep saying. But you know what? A visit to the Tractor Boys come late in the season might be a difficult game as they're trying to stave off relegation.
Facts.
Going to Palace, as people say, is a difficult one. It's Palace. Going to Old Trafford, he's played the occasion. It's always a big game.
But it's not like a cold night in Stoke, though.
Never.
Cold.
A rainy night. Rainy
Stoke.
Wednesday night in Stoke.
Stoke is different. Stoke is different.
Man. Jesus Christ.
Stoke is different gravy altogether.
Crazy.
But yeah. Peoples, that's it for us. Make sure you smash them likes. We got we be back tomorrow, and we can hit the bozo the week tomorrow as well. And then international break. If we stay tuned for the socials, X in the group chats that we in, see if we put out any videos that we do maybe next weekend. Maybe we throw a call-in show this Friday. I don't know. We'll see, just to have some conversation, but we will have some conversations in the back office and then keep you all abreast. But love as always. Fellas, anything before we push out?
Still got rats the size of dogs, apparently.
That's all in New York City.
Oh, Lord. Woo. Man, bless up. Everybody smash a like. Thanks for showing the love. Thanks for being in the chat. You know what I mean? Big up yourself. Big up 12 man.
Follow 12 man. Follow 12 man if you aren't already. Come on.
Viva, viva. But peoples, stay safe, stay blessed.
Agents out.
Ready, BAJANREDS, and we out. Peace.
Bless.